Hello, welcome back, and hello if you're new. Right, I've got some nuts and bolts and screw washers and stuff in there. I've got my screwdriver, so I'm going to give this bench a go, see if I can raise my potting bench. Right, I'll get the bench put over on its back, then I'll come back to you then. Right, as you can see, I've turned the potting bench over, and this is an old glass coffee table that I found. That the glass has obviously been broken out, so I recycled it. But what I need to do is drill a couple of holes in each of these legs, so I can put a couple of these bolts through. Right, I'll drill them holes and then I'll come back to you. I'll drill one out and then I'll show you what I'm going to do after that. Oh, it's a lot tougher drilling them holes than what I thought it was going to be. But anyway, I've got a couple of holes here, one here and one here, as you can see. I've got my bolt. What I'm going to do, I'm going to put that through there like that. Get this piece of wood, which is going to be my leg. I'm going to drill a couple of holes in this piece of wood to match up with the holes on there. Then obviously put that on there, put the bolt through it, put a washer on the other side, put that nut on there, then that'll be the legs. So yeah, I'll get and drill these holes and get a couple of these in just to show you. Right, I've got that first leg on now, just the other three to go now, but I'll show you what I've done. I've drilled a couple of holes in line with the holes that I drilled in the metal leg, like I showed you. I'll put a couple of bolts through. I've put a penny washer on this side because obviously this is wood and it's only a little bolt, so I'll put a penny washers on this side so it doesn't push through when I tighten them up a little bit. I'll show you the other side. And this is the other side. So still got 3 to go, but that's one on. That's how I'm going to do all of them, obviously, but I'm not too worried about this top yet. Once I get the other legs on, then I can get it all level. Then I'll make sure I take all this rotten bit off when I cut it off. So yeah, obviously going to take me a little bit because them holes are quite hard to drill. So I'll get on and do a bit now. I might get one more done, then I'll do the rest, couple more tomorrow or something like that. Right, as you can see, I've managed to get all the legs on today, but obviously these ones in front of are a lot higher than the other back ones. But like I say, I'm going to chop these all off, level and everything, but it's getting quite late now, so I'll do that tomorrow. So yeah, once I cut them legs off, we should be at height, well, a decent height anyway. It's the next day, so what I'm going to do is mark these out so they're level, take them off, cut the legs to how high I want them, then I'll come back once I've screwed them all in and I've got it turned up and put out the back there where it's going to go. So I'll get these measures cut and back on there. Oh, it's a lot higher than what I thought it was, but that don't matter. I can eventually, I want to put some shelves, a couple of shelves on that, then I can store up stuff underneath. but it is quite high, but doesn't matter. I'm quite tall myself, so this comes up to just after my waist, so that's good. I haven't got far to bend over, so it doesn't matter that it's that high, but yeah, that'll do me. Right, what I'm going to do now by using my new potting up bench is pot these cauliflower snowball on. So I'll put you on the tripod and we go from there, but I'll grab some pots and put some compost in the pots first, then I'll come back to you in a minute. Right, I've got all my pots ready, so I've got my little dipper here. That's all I'm going to do really. Let's just go like that. Put it in there. I'm going quite deep because they are quite leggy, so yeah, just like that. It's that simple. Little hole, nice and deep, because as I say, they are quite leggy. One more. I'll get another one. I think I broke that one. There you go. Simple, really. Right, I'll get on and do the rest, and I'll come back to you and show you afterwards. Right, that's 8 cauliflower snowballs transplanted into them pots. I'll put them in this tray. I'll get some water. I'll put some water in the tray, then the compost can soak it up, so I'm not watering over the actual seeds that I've just planted. So I'll get these moved over here and water them. Today I'm gonna put at least one shelf underneath here, because I've got this great thing that I do potting up on and stuff, and obviously I've got them plastic totes, so I'll slide one of them underneath there so it'll catch any of the compost that goes through the hole. So I've cut one of these pieces already and it fits on there. If you look, I've got a mark there, so I need to go just a little bit below that so that I've got enough room for that big tote to slide underneath that. Right, I'll get a couple of these slats on across there, then I'll come back to you after that. Right, this is where I'm up to now. I've got this one side on, like I said, underneath that line. That's all screwed on that side and everything. I've put a couple of these boards that I'm going to use to make the shelf. I'll put them on there all the way along. I've clamped this side, leveled it up. Damn, as well close anyway, it's quite close, that'll be enough for that. Yeah, so all I need to do now really is screw that side in and cut some of these down so they fit inside of here, and then I'll come back to you when I've done that bit. I'll cut these boards and screw that side in. Right, there you go, that's the first one in. It's a nice little snug fit as well actually. So I'll probably cut about 4 more of these boards and that should be enough. So I'll get and cut these and get them in place, then I'll come back to you again. Right, there you go, as you can see. I've got the first shelf in now. I haven't put nothing on there yet, obviously. So yeah, that's the first shelf, but I want to get another one down a little bit lower, but I need to source, or need to get some other bits and bobs first before I do that. But the shelf I wanted on there most is there now because of me using the compost and having my bin underneath there. So right, I suppose it's time to start filling this shelf up, which probably ain't going to take very long, to be honest. So I'll get some bits and bobs on there. Right, just like I thought, it didn't take very long at all to fill this up. But like I say, I've got my tote underneath here for when I do my potting up and stuff now. I've got a couple of pot holders. These are my root trainers. There's another one at the back there. I've got my blood fish and bone there, and the chicken manure pellets at the back. A couple of tools on the side. But we've been having quite a lot of rain, a lot of wind actually. So I'll show you what's been happening with me apples. Right, because we've been having a lot of wind recently, a lot of my apples have fallen off. But I've been collecting them as they've been falling off, so that's what I've got that's fallen off. So there's a few little ones left on there. So I'll get and pick the rest of them, and I'll show you afterwards. Right, I've got all the apples off now. Not too bad, a lot better than last year, to be honest. I only had like 2 or 3, I think it was, something like that. But there is some alright ones in there. But a lot of these are quite small, so I'll chop them up and use them in a rhubarb crumble, I think. Right, these are the broad beans barnyard exhibition I planted out here. As you can see, I've got a couple of wind damage. That one, I tried tying that one up the other day, but I don't think it's going to make it. And I've got that one. So what I'm thinking is I'll just take the tops off, and hopefully it'll sprout some more new shoots when they start growing again, because they've got plenty of roots on them. So hopefully I'll get some more shoots out of that one and that one. So yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I think if anything happens, then it happens. If it doesn't, then yeah, not the end of the world. But I think it will re-sprout. I've got these radar onions and snowball onions still to plant out, so I think I'm going to do that now. I'll show you where I'm going to put them. The only space I've got really is over this bit, so I need to clear off all this, get up all of these covering. I'll probably put some blood fish and bone down on this actually, and some chicken manure pellets, and I'll come back to you once I've got all this cleared out and got the onions out here and stuff ready to plant out. I've got all the cover off and everything. It looks quite good actually. There is quite a lot of worm activity and stuff, but if you can help me out and let me know, I'm not too sure what these bloody bug things are, because I get quite a lot of them, quite a lot of these in my compost area and stuff as well. So yeah, I'm afraid I've been dispatching these because I don't know what they are. So if you know what this is, if you can let me know down in the comments, I'll appreciate it. Right, I'll get my onions out, get them all set up and everything. Probably give this a little scrape with my 3-prong hand rake first. I've got this little bit as well, obviously, because I'm going to be scratching about in that and stuff. The cats are going to think it's a litter tray, so obviously I'm going to move this scaffold netting down to the end there, so that'll give me a little bit of extra room here as well. So I'll get this netting off as well. Right, I've got that bit of net down. Like I said, I've got me bloodfish and bone, chicken manure pellets, and I've got all my onions out now. So I've got 19 more snowball and 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 radar. So like I say, I'll scatter some chicken manure pellets and some bloodfish and bone over here, then I'll scrape it in with that, then I'll plant all of them up in here, then I'll put the net back, or I'll stretch the net as far as I can up to here. Then I'll come back to you after I've done all that, because you don't need to see me doing more onions, you saw that before. I've put me bloodfish and bone on there, as you can see. I thought I'd just show you this. I'll scrape this in, get them planted, then I'll get it finished and come back to you after that. That's the radar, the first 2 lines. But as you may be out to see, this one I've done a row with the bulbs just at the top, and that other row, the first row there, I've buried the bulbs just to see if that makes any difference. I don't think it does, but I'll put someone like that one there. You can see the bulbs on top, and these are the 2 rows of the snowball onions. I've still got enough space for my Elsa Craig when the Elsa Craig onions seedlings are ready to come out and stuff. And that's the netting back up, stop the cats from getting on there. I'm going to get a bit of netting tomorrow, put it across there if I find a long enough bit, but I'll put that gooseberry bush there just for the moment to hopefully deter the cats from using it tonight. So, right, I've noticed that I gained a couple of subscribers this week, so thank you for subscribing, and your comment as well if you've left one. But if you haven't subscribed yet, there's a button down in that corner. Click on the bell, click on all, and you'll get my notifications. It doesn't cost anything, it's free. So right, I'll catch you on next Saturday. Bye.